Well, this is pretty weird. I was road cruising and thought I saw a snake, but there's actually two snakes. There's a baby ringneck right here, and there's an adult ringneck like 4 feet from it, going the opposite direction. That's really strange. Hey, little guy. Why is there just two ringnecks right here? That is just weird. They were heading the opposite directions too. One of them, I think the bigger one, was heading into the burn, and the smaller one was heading away from the burn. But they're basking like 4 feet from each other. Oh, look at that, guys. I've been working hard for this. It's my second ever island glass lizard and my dad's lifer. And just like the first one I ever found, look what's behind it. A freshly burned area. I don't know what it is, but whenever there's a prescribed fire, these guys come out. And you can easily tell that that's not an eastern glass lizard by how pointy its head is. How cool is that? Well, this guy was really easy to pick up. So I actually learned, after finding my first one, that this particular species of glass lizard is the only one that does not have the breakage points on its tail, which means that it cannot break its tail off if a predator grabs it. I have no idea why that is, because that's like their only way to survive any kind of encounter. But it means I can handle this guy basically however I want, although I'm still going to do it responsibly. That is super cool. This is a little bigger than my lifer. It's got just such a pointy head. Very cool coloration. Much lighter than the eastern glass lizard, which also exists here. I'd like to get both species in the same trip. But yeah, Dad, what do you think of this guy? It's your lifer.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's such a cool animal. It's such a cool shot. We got the burn in the background and the target species of the trip in hand. All right, one last look at my second ever island glass lizard. I'm taking it away from the burn, which it came from, and releasing it this way. No idea if it wanted to go back to the burn, but it definitely would appear that it'd be safer in this direction, so hide over there, and we'll go see if we can find some more. So I think after getting those ringnecks and that glass lizard that were right near the burn, I might as well hike the burn. Usually I don't do this, but I have heard that hiking areas that have been burned is actually a pretty good way to find snakes because they can't really hide. So if I find something to flip or see something I can peel behind bark, I might be in luck. We'll see what's out here. Dude, I just saw a baby coral snake go into a hole right in there. It was probably like over here when I spotted it, and then I saw it slither all the way down here. I'm gonna wait for a while and see if it comes out of that hole. That was super cool. I didn't get any video or photos. Dude, Josh just caught a pine snake in the burn. No way. That is awesome. That's my second ever pine. And he's mad.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
Don't worry, we just want some pictures of you, little guy.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with you too much. They'll probably coil up if we let them go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. You got nowhere to hide anyway, buddy. Oh, that is sick. I did not expect to see that, but this is why you hike burns. I found a baby coral snake here and a pine snake. That is so cool. It's so loud. It's a lot smaller than my lifer.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Josh. That's the whole trip right there. That is so cool, dude. My second ever pine in a burn. I don't know if he's gonna bite or not, but he is pissed. Wow. It's definitely smaller than my lifer. You can actually see it's rattling its tail ever so slightly. It's not gonna make a buzz on all this ash though, dude. I could look at this all day, but I want to find that baby coral again. right, I am actually going to swab this guy for snake fungal disease. I was just given permission by my UCF contact that I can legally do this. Don't go into my armpit or climb up my neck, please. Oh boy, he's touching my neck. So I'm gonna go do this. It's legal, and hopefully this guy's okay. He's literally sliding between my neck right now. Oh, you got a lesion right there, buddy. He's giving me a hug. He's like on my shoulder right now. This is funny. All right, well, that took forever to swab because it's so dang big. But I think this snake actually has bite marks on it right here and a little further down there. Otherwise, it maybe had like 1 or 2 issues. So I'm going to give this a lesion score of 1. It didn't have any damage on the head. It didn't have any damage near the cloaca. I actually want to get a photo of the cloaca so I can sex the snake. But it's pretty chill right now. So thankfully, it seemed like for the most part, it was all bark and no bite. We're going to take it back where we got it and let it go. I really can't believe I got to do that. Like, legally, I'm allowed to swab this snake for snake fungal disease. And my friend Josh just found it in this burn. That is crazy. We're in the process of taking it back now, but that's absolutely insane. And it's very mellow. I bet the swabbing really got rid of the ash that's probably itchy all over you, right, buddy? Yeah, you're a puppy dog snake now. Well, that is a humongous gopher tortoise burrow. This is probably where the pine snake lives. It's not too far from where Josh found it. We're getting close to being ready to release it. I just have a friend who came over who wants to photograph it. Understandable, because it's a really hard snake to find. That is super cool. Finding it in this like completely burned environment is just insane. Unreal experience. All right, we have returned the pine snake to what I assume is the right burrow. Now you just need to stop being grumpy and go in. Can you do that? Oh. I think he's just looking at Josh. Such a defensive snake. There you go, buddy. Sloop. Well, on the subject of stuff that got away, I am like 90% sure I just saw a gopher frog in that burrow jumping down. Gopher frogs are an endangered species. I have never seen one, but they live almost their entire life inside of gopher tortoise burrows, and people usually only spot them like right outside, which I think is what I got to see before it went away. All right, well, I just flipped this thing, and underneath it was a baby eastern glass lizard. I've been flipping stuff here all day, and almost every single thing I flipped has just had ants under it, but this one actually had a herp. Little eastern glass lizard. How cute is that? Hey, little guy. You are something else. So both glass lizard species live in this burn, along with coral snakes, ringnecks, pine snakes, and who knows what else. What a day. Well, this is evidence that not all snakes survive fires. This is a brown snake that got torched to death, sadly, but it's good habitat for young plants to grow back. It's needed, but not everything survives, sadly. Well, I'm on my way to leave this property, and I just road cruised a box turtle here. Never seen this species at this property before. It looks like it's been through a lot. I would imagine that this damage is actually from the burn. It probably got a little scuffed, but it seems like it survived. Looks like a girl. But yeah, it was going this way, which is toward the burn. I don't know what you're gonna do in there, Missy, but if that's where you want to go, I'll help you to it. Yeah, this is a much nicer, wetter habitat, which is what I would associate with a box turtle. However, it was facing the other direction, which is kind of close to the burn. So the question now is, do I put it here where I think it should go, or do I put it where it looked like it was going? I guess I should put it where it looked like it was going, because if it wants to go that way, it's gonna have to cross again. So I'll put you this way. Maybe you want to go into this habitat right here. You can take this path. So there you go. Be safe. Hope you recover from those burns. Oh, look at this beautiful scarlet king snake. And he's biting me. This is a juvenile. It's got yellow bands with a bit of white. And it's also got some black on black toward the end near the tail, which is pretty cool. This particular spot we're at has a whole bunch of them, so we're going to try to find as many as possible tonight and hopefully not get bit by them. You gonna let go of me now, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll get some photos of it and look for more. Hey, there's a nice green frog, the species we usually find out here. And right next to it is another green frog. And yes, I know that they're brown, but if you lived up in Pennsylvania, they would be a lot bigger and green. But here in Florida, they're brown. You can identify them by that stripe behind the eye that goes to their back leg on both sides of their back.
Oh, good.
I never miss. Haha.